You are still tuned in to the Gaming Entertainment Network. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? And we got Texas A&M at Wisconsin. Let's see here. Let me get the search down here. Tell them when to search right quick. Just make sure the depth chart is good. Make sure we are all right. Because I have not even looked at anything that he got going on over here. 93, 95. Do they have? He do got some good release. Corner. Where my corners at? All right, let's get it. Texas A&M at Wisconsin. Let's go.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back to throw, it's Smalls. Quick completion on the out route. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Wall. Finding open areas. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Cummings. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get the...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Smalls. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through the tackle. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. Running free. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
14, Wisconsin, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Smalls. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab at the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, what a cut! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Alvarado. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block better. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and makes him hold?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, I
Welcome
think
to
one
the
of biggest
stream.
reasons
Welcome
why
to the
the team is
stream.
finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got a man, it's Hoffman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Smalls. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cummings. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
From the red zone, it's Ball. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Smalls. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
Texas A&M 28, Wisconsin 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Trying to move them on the counter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Takes a hit as he fires. The sure hands, it's Abraham. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
35, Wisconsin, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Gives it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
42, Spider.
Rides to back and leaves it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's got it again. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute things.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
49, Wisconsin, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 3rd and long.
Jackrabbits.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
On the set.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Wisconsin.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
29 Philly.
Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It is lunchtime. Let's get it. Hey, hit that notification bell, man. I think we back up and running, man. I think the cable company is back up and running, man. We're going to test them with some more games. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. You know how it is, how we do it down here, 24/7, 365. Live, love, laugh, and learn, man. Peace. Get in. Sweet potatoes, turkey legs,